University in Huddersfield in the theatre department whenever I can get up there. And one thing that I always make sure I say before I leave any group of students who want to be actors: you have to get rid of fear. Now, the mere fact that you want to be an actor means that already you've conquered a lot of things that normal, ordinary, sensible people would feel if they were put on a stage. You've already got past that. But there's another kind of fear, and I speak about this personally because it held me back for years and years and years. I didn't know it was until a course of very expensive therapy in California. But if I speak personally, I was always acting. For me, acting meant brilliant disguise, pretending to be someone else. So who I was always suppressed. I didn't want Patrick Stewart to be visible. So I spent a lot of time and a lot of effort trying to be someone else. Because fundamentally, I know now, I was afraid that Patrick Stewart was inadequate and not interesting and not talented or important. Well, that was crap, frankly. I'm not saying that I was something extraordinarily different from that, but the whole point about being an artist, of whatever kind of artist you are, is that you express yourself. Now, how can you express yourself if you're hiding all the time? It's like me when I first lost my hair and I used to comb this thing over like that. And when the wind blew, just like Bobby Charles, and it went... and this great guy, a Hungarian director who had been at drama school with me, I went to have lunch one day with him and his wife, and at the end of lunch, they both went out of the room, and I thought they got to make coffee or something, and he was a black belt judo expert, was George Kishvalmi, and all of a sudden, I felt my arms grabbed from behind and pulled in. I said, what's going on? And it was George holding me, and then his wife came round in front of me with a pair of scissors. And I was screaming and yelling because I knew what they were going to do. And she cut off my comb over. And then George turned me round in this chair, the whole chair, and he took hold of my face and he said, "Now you be yourself. No more hiding." And he was right, because I used to be like this all the time, because I was so self-conscious of not having any hair. So I was not standing up and being me. I was doing that also internally, psychologically. I was keeping Patrick Stewart hidden. And then things happened and changed, and yes, therapy. And I found my voice as an actor-artist. And I realized, and this is what I say to the students and what I say to you, you are totally unique. There are no clones. There are no carbon copies yet of you anywhere. Anywhere. And it is uniqueness that makes the most interesting, challenging, entertaining, dazzling art. It is the very, very specialness of you, and that has to be discovered, made use of, and more than anything else, celebrated. You've got to celebrate your uniqueness in the work that you do. Otherwise, you know, there used to be a thing in England called the Trades Descriptions Act. that if you were pretending a product was something other than it actually was, you could be fined and charged under the Trade Descriptions Act. Well, an actor who does not celebrate himself should be put in prison under the Trade Descriptions Act. That's fine. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sir Patrick Stewart.